Good morning, everyone. Sorry for being late. So I just had some personal work. Mm, yeah. So small recap about Ansible. So we started learning Ansible from yesterday. So as discussed yesterday, Ansible is a powerful and popular configuration management tool with a simple push approach, push-based architecture. And then the configuration, it is preparing the server for the deployment of applications. And then as a DevOps engineer, it's our responsibility to configure the server with speed and accuracy. So that's why we selected Ansible over shell scripting because of few reasons. Because shell scripting is imperative, the syntax is very tough, and shell script is homogeneous. It cannot work for multiple distributions, and then it can scale to the multiple servers, and we need to validate each and every step. Ansible has a lot of advantages. Ansible is a declarative. Sorry, here it is a typo. I will correct it. Ansible is a declarative, and Ansible is heterogeneous. We can use a single playbook to work with multiple distributions. We can see that anyhow in upcoming classes. And Ansible can scale to many servers at a time. And Ansible will take care of validations and the print statements. We can reuse the Ansible code to multiple projects. So there is a feature called Ansible roles. We will discuss that too in upcoming sessions, maybe from tomorrow. Okay, so this is a pull versus push. This is a popular interview questions. You can always tell these points in the interview. And yeah, we have two servers. One is Ansible server. This one, wherever you install Ansible, that is called Ansible server. Okay, there is no speciality. Just connecting to it. And we started creating our repository for Ansible. And yesterday we have seen the, 1 second, just stopping screen for a second. Yeah, okay. So yesterday we have seen the server naming convention generally, the project name, geography, location, environment, and the component, the service name, and the name, number of the server. So generally this is the better naming convention. And we saw the ad hoc commands. So, and we discussed more about inventory file as well. So in the inventory, you will mention the hosts managed by Ansible server, and you always pass username and password or private key. So Ansible will connect through SSH authentication, and it can run modules or collections. So in shell script or Linux server, you call it as a command. Here we just call it as collection or module. Same as like you have the parameters for the shell script, I mean options and inputs. The same way here we have the parameters for the Ansible module or collection also. And we discussed about AML syntax as well, and that is very easy. And we created few playbooks also. So this is the playbook. You always give a name to the playbook and then which hosts it should connect and the tasks. These tasks are nothing but the equivalent to commands in Linux server. Okay, so yesterday we have seen the pinging the server, so that will tell you the server is alive or not. And yesterday we have installed Nginx as well. So in interviews, they will definitely ask you to share your screen and to write a simple playbook. For example, they will ask mostly this one. So this is very easy. You just share your screen. If they ask you this question, you should feel very happy because you know this syntax very well. You know AML syntax very well. You are going to write this many times. Just open a notepad or notepad plus plus, type like this with proper indentation, give hosts, become S and tasks, then install and then started. This simple writing, the simple playbook while you are sharing the screen to the interviewer, that is enough. Okay. And then we started discussing about variables. So variables is the program encoding concept we should understand before going through any scripting or programming language. Okay, so this is the play level variables, and you can see we are printing here. Okay, so just like you declare the variable in the top of the shell script. So here there is one disadvantage. While editing the variable values, there is a chance you accidentally uh, do some mistakes over the playbook. Okay, so to remove this, we have another type that is called vars from files. Okay. So vars from files, that is nothing but you just keep the variables in a single YAML file and you will refer it inside the playbook. Ansible variables from files. This is a simple syntax generally. So here you will write name of the playbook, variables from files. Okay, name is always your wish, but just keep something related to your. Okay, so host also you can keep local host as well. So local host is nothing but managing the Ansible server itself. Okay. So anyhow, we are not doing any installations. We are just learning variables here. You can always give local hosts as well, and no need to give become s because we are not going to install anything. Now let us give some vars underscore files. Okay. Here there is a simple syntax. Vars underscore files. This we know already. You can keep vars and then you can give the variable name and value directly. But we have another type vars underscore files. Okay. So you can keep a list of files. Okay. For example, here I am giving variables dot YAML. Here I am giving name DevOps with AWS, duration 120 hours, and then trainer. So like this, you can keep the variables in a separate file and you can refer from here. Okay. Variables dot YAML. Since it is in the same directory, I'm directly giving like this. Now let us test from the tasks. Printing variables. Debug is the module generally. Ansible.builtin.debug to print. Okay. And then message. We are learning. So in Ansible, it is always two flower braces to refer and just name duration is so what is the advantage for you here? So when it is time for you to change the value, you no need to come here and change. You can directly change in this file so that you can stop accidentally doing mistakes directly inside the main Ansible playbook. Okay. Git bash. Clone this. Git clone cd Ansible. Now, what is the command? Ansible playbook, and then you can pass inventory, but anyhow, we are not referring any host. Or let us don't pass it. because we already referred localhost there. CentOS -e Ansible underscore password DevOps 321 and 04. Oh, I didn't install Ansible. Sudo yum install Ansible. Wherever you install Ansible package, that is called as Ansible server. Yeah, it's done. Now you can see you are able to refer the variables from files. So this is one type. And another type is from prompt. So you know why we use prompt. If there may be some like credentials, database credentials, or some credentials, confidential information you should not keep in files. You should not keep anywhere. So you can always send from the prompt. Variables from prompt. Okay. Hosts, local host, and then now here the syntax is was underscore prompt. That's it. And you can just take was underscore prompt. There is no example here. Yeah, here it's a list. So generally, let us take username and password. You can give like this also, or you can give tab also. You need to fix for something. Name, this is the variable name, username, and this is the prompt. Please enter your username. Okay, and then private. Private false, it means you can see the value entered on screen. That is private false. And similarly, let us take password. Just same thing. Please enter your password. Now, if I say private true, you cannot see the value entered on the screen. Now, let us try to print this for testing purpose. Tasks name print variable values, and then this is the module. So message, username, password is this one. Okay, so this is the one. We are taking the values from the prompt at runtime. Now let us push full and then 0.5. Now you can see the value. You can see. So this is the values I entered. So this is another type of variables. And let us take another type, that is vars at task level. At play level. So this is called play level. Okay, so this is play, this is task. Now we can mention variables at the task level also. We will see that now. Name variables at task level. So there is a simple concept of inheritance. That is a powerful and simple coding concept. So that is, let us just discuss inheritance. Generally, inherit means the property you inherit from your father, your grandfather, or your father, and some property. Children, by default, they inherit the property. Okay. This is a simple scenario, right? So our fathers are earning something, and as a children, we will get it by default. And as a children, you can change the property, right? So you can increase the property or you can decrease the property. It is completely children wish how they manage the property. Similarly, in coding also, you inherit the values from parent. As a children, you can overwrite the values. You can add the values. Okay. So here, this is our parent. Play is our parent. Here I'm just giving something vars. Creating a variable called money. 1 lakh rupees. And land 100 hectares. Okay. So these variables are parent level. Parent or play level. Just for understanding, I'm calling it as parent level or play level. And then tasks. Our name, inherit values from play. Just printing again. And then here, I'm just printing money. And then land. Okay. So here it will print like this. Let us override this in another task. Inherit values from play and add and override. Okay, now you can always create variables here also, same like at the play level, vars. Now you can change the values. It is completely your wish. You can change or you can keep the same. We are adding one more 0. Or let us add 2 for differentiation. Land, I'm keeping it same. Houses, I'm creating another variable. 3 houses. Now let us print. So now you can imagine here what will happen. So money, this will be considered. And land, you didn't change anything, this will be considered. And houses, you added the variable, then this will be considered. Let us try. Can you see this? This is called as inheritance. It is a simple and powerful programming concept. Okay. So coding is always simple if you properly understand it. So this is variables from the task level. And we have another type that is vars from inventory. Okay. So here we have the inventory, right? So you can always keep the variables here as well. For example, how can you keep this? So these variables will be useful for all the hosts for your MongoDB. Okay. Mongo username. I'm just keeping it as MongoDB admin. And then Mongo database name, categories. Okay. So now these variables will be useful for all the hosts under this MongoDB group. Okay. So generally we will have like if you are getting too much traffic, if you are able to increase the MongoDB instances, you can keep the common variables for all the hosts in this inventory file. Okay. So now here the same variables from inventory and then hosts. I'm referring this as MongoDB and tasks. Let us print here directly. Print MongoDB username. Just for the testing purpose, whether we are able to access or not. Message. Username is, it is the username variable. This is this one, MongoDB username. So you don't need to declare anywhere in the playlist and the playbook because it's already mentioned in the inventory. Ansible can check. Now let us run this. But here you need to mention the playbook. Sorry, inventory. You need to mention the inventory. -I inventory. And this is 07. Okay. So it is trying to connect. I need to change the record here. The first thing Ansible will do is it will check whether the server is alive or not. Okay. Now you can see you are able to refer the variables from the inventory as well. And then finally, another thing where's from inventory is done. Finally, command line. Where's from command line. Generally, we call it as args. Name variables from command line. And then hosts. Let us give generally local host. Why I'm showing you like this local host also because Ansible can manage itself. And then tasks. Print variable from command line. This is the module. This one is the module. For example, let us take print course. The value of variable course is. So it is always checking for the variable course. Now you need to give it from the command line. How can we give it? It's a simple syntax again. So this one -e, this means you are passing the variables and values. Same here, you can pass -e and then course equal to DevOps. It is 08. You can see. So you can pass the variables from the command line also using -e option and the variable name that is equal to variable value. So whatever you mention here, you should pass the same thing. So these many types we can have. We can have variables at the play level. We can have variables from the files. We can have variables from the prompt. We can have variables at the task level. So that works on inheritance concept, and we can have variables in the inventory file. We can have variables from the command line also. So now a question definitely will arise. So what is the importance? What is the precedence? If you have the same variable name at each and every level, so which one will take the first priority? Now let us test that. Where's precedence? Okay, let us test this. Testing variable precedence. So I will keep the same variable at each and every where. Hosts, local host, okay, and then vars. I'm keeping here one var. For example, I'll keep my name Sivakumar. This is at play level, just to understand which one is winning. And then tasks. Okay, so this one, name variable at play level. So we know this variable at task level. Obviously, task level can override. We know that anyhow. Where's name Sivakumar at task level. Okay, and let us print this. Message. Trainer name is, so this one, name is the variable. Okay, so which one will win? We need to test the same thing. I'll keep it everywhere. I will keep it in variables.aml also. Let me comment this and then keep another one. Sivakumar from files. And then inside the inventory also, let me keep it name Sivakumar inventory. Okay, so you need to refer this MongoDB because we are referring inventory variable as well. So inventory and variables files, variables prompt also, let us keep it. Vars underscore files. Here also we are keeping it. and vars underscore prompt. Inventory everywhere is there. Vars inventory is there. Vars underscore prompt. Let me copy this. This one. Okay, now you can see I have variable at play level. I have variable from the variables.ml. I have the same variable from the prompt. I have the same variable from the task. I have the same variable inside the inventory. I will also pass the same variable from the args as well. Now let us see which one will win. Okay, so let us use this one. Now here name equal to Sivakumar from args and then 09. So which one is winning the first thing? So not only in Ansible, everywhere in programming, scripting, any scripting. So the first preference is always from the command line. You can always override anything from the command line. So now the conclusion is the first reference, first preference is command line variables. Okay. Now let us remove and then check what is the next preference. I'm removing this from the command line. Now the second preference is, we don't know. Let us see after printing. Sivakumar prompt. So the second preference is at the task level. And then let us see the third preference. So I'm removing this from the task level. Now let us push and pull. Now run again. Now the third preference is from the files. Files underscore files. Okay, now I will comment this. Now push again. And then git pull. Now run again. So fourth preference is from the prompt. So now I will comment this. Okay. Push. Pull. Now run again. Now the preference is from the play level. And final preference is from the inventory. So this is the reference generally. And the last preference actually it is from the roles. We will see this at the time of discussion of roles. Okay, so this is the precedence. So Ansible is searching all the possible areas to find the values for your variables. Okay, if you don't have in the inventory itself, then you will get the error. Okay, let us just comment this or remove this temporarily. Okay, you can see. So Ansible is searching each and every each and every possibility where you have defined the variables. If it is not finding, then obviously it will send the error. Okay. So this is about the complete concept of variables. Now, as a coding practice, the next concept we have is data types. So generally data types, they don't have much preference in scripting, but still we have it. You know that already. Let us just keep one example for data types. So data types generally we have number, string, list, map, boolean. So let us create and then test it. Ansible variable data types. Okay. Hosts, local host, and then vars. Let us try here. Vars name is, for example, age. Okay. So age, and then like 30. So that is one variable, and then another variable name. So this is string. This is number. Okay. Don't have quotes. And this is string. And then we have another is DevOps, for example, true. So this is Boolean, true or false. Boolean. And skills. This is list. DevOps, AWS, something like this. Docker. And another one, map, right? For example, experience. So map is always key value pair. Okay. So DevOps is like 7. AWS is like 5. Docker is like 4. So this is map. So we know this already. We are doing from yesterday itself. Now, if you want to test, you can always print number variable, message is age. Print string variable, that is name. Print boolean variable, that is this one. So you need to give the module name also, right? Otherwise, it will not print. This is the module name. Print list variables. Skills. Print map variable. So these are the simple data types we have. Nothing tough actually. It pull. Okay, now you can see this is very simple. You don't need to worry about the data types at all in scripting. So next we will discuss on conditions. So do you remember the shell scripting condition? So this is this one. Expression then so these commands will run if true. Else this command will run if expression is false. Yes, so this is the shell script condition syntax. In the same way here we have Ansible condition also. So when expression is true, then module or collection will run. Otherwise, it will not run. Okay, let us say this one condition. So that is, we have one use case in our RoboShop project. So we are creating RoboShop username. What is the condition generally? First thing, what you have to do, check user exists or not. Create if not exist. So this is the condition, right? The first thing you should check the user exists or not. How can you check the user exists or not? So a simple syntax generally command how to check user exists or not in Ansible. So you know the command ID space username, right? Let us take the latest one. Okay, let me write it. Conditions dot ml name create user hosts can go for localhost and then tasks name check RoboShop user exist or not. Okay. So there is a command module generally. Yes. This is also you can check get ent, get ent password. It is only showing, but we want a condition based thing. Command module. So this is one option through get ENT, there is a module. And if you don't have any Ansible module, then you can always use command module. So we have user module to create, but I want for checking. Let me just check Ansible command module. Yes, so this is the module Ansible built-in command. So this module is useful whenever you want to run Linux commands directly. When you want to run Linux commands directly. That is in the case of Ansible module not available. Okay. So there is no guarantee you have all the Ansible modules available for all the Linux commands. So in that cases, Ansible is giving us an approach called Ansible built-in command. Whatever the command you give, it will run. Okay. Now I'm running ID RoboShop and the command output. So you know the how it is working in shell scripting generally. So this is the variable output, and then so this is how we run the commands and get the output, right? Command to run. So this output will be stored inside this variable. The similar way, Ansible also is giving us something called register, and just give whatever the name you want. I'm giving it output. So Ansible will run this command and it will store the output in this variable called output. Okay, let us just print this, what it has inside. Print the command output. Okay. Ansible built-in and debug message output is, you can name this anything. Okay, output is variable name. Now let us push pull this is failed, no such user. Okay, you know this Ansible feature, right? So whenever this task is failed, Ansible is automatically coming out. Okay, so when the user does not exist, Ansible treating this as failure and come out by default. Okay, now we don't want to come out. So okay, we want to proceed. So we know this is, we have to tell Ansible ignore the errors. So how can you tell Ansible ignore the errors is an option. Ansible ignore error. So this is like error handling. So just give ignores error is true, because we want to handle this error. We know this error will come, and this is not a sudden. This is not an sudden error. So this is the expected error. So we need to handle this. So you need to just give ignores errors is true. Then Ansible will proceed even it faces the error at this stage. Okay. Now let us run again. Okay, it got the error and it is ignoring it. And you can see this is the output. This is the output. Okay. And yeah, let us keep this JSON beautifier. This is output till here. This is also not valid. Eh? Let me take from here and changed std out, std error, RoboShop no such user, RC command, start. Where is it ending? Just 1 second. Forward on. So this is ending till here. Yeah, till here. Should be till here. JSON validation. Okay, let us just do it manually. So this is one line and this is one line and this is another line. This is another line. This is another one. Yeah, you can see this, right? Why is it error? This is correct actually. Okay, anyhow. Okay, so this is the output. So you can see RC. This means it is the exit status. Okay, so this is exit status. So if you are able to check this output dot, so how can you refer output dot RC? Let us print this. Print exit status. Print exit status. Okay. The same, this one. Now, how can you refer this is output dot RC. Okay. So this everything is output, and inside that I want RC. Output dot RC. That's it. Now let us try printing it. Faithful. Let us just Run again. Okay, you got it. It is one. Now, based on this, you can write a condition. So now the condition here is name, create user RoboShop. Okay. And the module is user module. You just see that, right? Ansible user module. Ansible built-in user. And what is the user name? So that is RoboShop. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that is enough. Just like user at RoboShop. But now here you should have a condition. So in Ansible, the condition syntax is when. Ansible when condition. So when colon, what is the expression? What is the expression? This one, output dot RC is not equal to 0. Okay, so that's it. When output dot RC not equal to 0, then it means obviously exit status user does not exist, then this will run. Okay, now let us run this. Yeah. So it is saying permission denied. You cannot able to create the user. So there you can give for this task only. Become yes. We need sudo access for this task only. So you can give at the task level or you can give at the play level. If you give the become S at the play level, all the tasks will get sudo access. But if you keep become S, then this task only will get the sudo access. Okay, that is the difference. Now git pull and then run again. Okay, now it means it created the user RoboShop. Okay, you got the user. Now let us try creating again. You can see skipping. Why is this skipping? Because this condition is false now. We have the status exit code as 0. So this one will not, this task will not run. This is skipping. So this is the condition generally. Okay. So anyhow, the first time itself, I taught some complex, and this is what we are using in our RoboShop also. Now let us take one simple condition as well. Well, conditions dot aml name simple condition hosts local host. I'm creating a variable here vars and then name is DevOps tasks. Run this if name is DevOps. Okay. Ansible dot built-in dot debug message hello name. So you need to write a condition here. What is the condition? when name equal to DevOps. Okay. If this doesn't work, then we will give this. If full and then run. So we need to give double quotes. So it's wrong here. Something wrong here. Always this is a problem. Quotes. Where DevOps is undefined. This Ansible condition to compare string. So variable name double equal to. So no need of this one in when. This should work. Okay. So if the name is not DevOps, this will not work. This is skipping. Okay. So in Ansible, condition is very simple. It is just when keyword. If this expression is true, then this module will run. Okay. Yeah. So let me write this. If this expression is true, then only this module will run. Okay. Yeah. So we can stop till here today. And tomorrow we will discuss loops and other concepts. Then we start configuring our RoboShop using Ansible. Let us have few questions. Aravind? Arvind, you have some question, you can unmute. So here we have a assignment here. take username as variable. Okay. And then dynamically check user exists or not, then create. Yes. Arvind?
Yeah,
Bhargav
clear.
Kumar.
Yeah, cleared.
Yes, yes. Tell me.
Oh.
Okay, Bhargav Kumar Alapati.
Hi Shiva.
Yeah, hi.
Shiva, there would be number of servers, right, in the project.
Yes.
So how do we know the issues in all the servers? Like, will there be some logging mechanism? How it will be?
You mean, so if you, so there is no other way. Generally, while connecting to it, if you have different username and password to the different servers in a one group, for example, under MongoDB, if you have 10 servers, then if you are maintaining 10 usernames and 10 passwords for separately for the each server, then you need to definitely pass it. So that is through the inventory. So here you can keep it. And there is one more mechanism called vault. So there you will keep the secrets. We will discuss that.
Okay, Shiva, fine. And one more thing, do we discuss about the Ansible Tower as well here?
Ansible Tower is a licensed version. Okay, we will see. But we will see that whether I can get some license or not. It's
Okay,
just an UI for the Ansible. Okay.
okay. Fine, Shiva.
Thank you. Santosh Avula.
Hi Shiva, morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, Shiva, I have two questions. First question is, whenever you have in a programming language or scripting, whenever we first check the condition, then only we go for enter the loop and executed the steps, right? So, but here we have to check the condition at last before the take the steps. Can you explain that one?
Nothing to explain here. So this is the way. So first you need to get the output, right? So based on the output only we can. This is how it is written actually. First, this condition will check. Ansible will check this condition only. It will not directly do this one. If it finds a keyword when here, then
Okay.
if it will check. If this one is true, then only it will run. Otherwise, it will skip.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, thank you. One more question. Suppose you have to inventory list multiple servers are there. So I want to skip some servers and execute it in other some servers. Is it possible to do this thing?
If you want to skip under the hosts, whatever you give, it will run. So there is something called tagging. Okay, we will see that. Tagging.
Tomorrow we will say spam.
Yeah, we will see that. So if you get these kind of questions, you search in Google immediately, you'll get the answer. But anyhow, we will see that as part of our tagging. So we need to create the configuration for dev and then production and then staging, right? We will skip few steps based on the tags. So that's the tagging concept.
So one more question is debugging. Why? What is the purpose of debug? How to
So debug, you are getting some output here. If you are actually any programming or scripting, it will not give you the entire output. So it will keep something for the debug. It will show you the like high level error you got it. If you want the complete error, then you have to enable a debug. That is something like some option -X generally, Ansible debug option. So generally, you have an extra option while in the command line. -BB. Then we'll get lot of output. Okay, so now you can see the full output, you are getting it. So if you get some errors generally, okay, so at that time, you can have this debug option and Ansible will print the complete thing.
Means debug means in particular line we have to print it using the debug, right?
Debug, it will print everything. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't give debug, it will give the high level output, either success or failure. In case of failure, you can go for debug option. You can exactly check where the error occurred. Okay, you can see what is happening here. In the background, it is noting each and every step, establishing a local connection for user CentOS. And then what is the command it is running in the background, and what is the full command it is running, and what is happening. Everything you can check here. Okay. Yeah, so that is debug, generally in terms the times of errors. Thank you so much. Kishore?
My doubt was clear, Shiva, just now.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Shiva.
Sheikh Ahmed?
Yeah, hi Shiva.
Yeah, hi.
So here YAML is not case sensitive, right? As we are giving variables as caps and we are calling small.
Is it where I give caps and then calling small?
In the initial variables,
No, it is case sensitive.
is okay. Can you go to the variables.yaml like at the beginning you told?
This is the variable name. This is the variable name. This is the variable name. Okay.
Okay. And in the prompt, you are giving the username and password, right?
Yes.
So what is the exact username we need to give? So what it is taking? I didn't get
Whatever you give, it will take it.
anything. Okay.
This is for the testing purpose. I just want to show you how can you give values from the prompt.
Okay. I thought they're related to some Visual Studio or something.
No.
So here in Ansible built-in debug, can we say it as an echo? Exactly like shell scripting?
Yes.
Okay. And coming to this conditions.yaml, exactly I didn't get like under register you have given output, right? You said
Correct.
output is variable name.
Yes, you can keep anything name, any name. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought actually in below your message you have given output. I thought here in braces we are supposed to give register, so that's what I didn't understand.
No, so register means Ansible is registering the. Okay, so let me keep something. So this as out. Okay, can keep this as out. So this as out and this as out, this as out. Okay. So Ansible, whenever it will run this command, it will store the output in this variable name. That's what I'm printing here. And from that, I'm taking a particular RC exit code. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Janardhan?
Yeah, hi Shiva, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Shiva, actually I have a doubt, like see here, I'm not sure actually, I did not attend the previous two sessions. So I'm just checking like we are maintaining the inventory files right here. In real time, these inventory files will be, we create as part of the individual DevOps engineers, or will these inventory files will kept as a common fold, common directory, common location, and from there, any DevOps engineer can execute them.
You can keep it anywhere. You can just give the path. That's it.
So
sometimes there will be a dynamic inventory. For example, if the traffic is suddenly high, you need to create the server. So at that time, there is a concept called dynamic inventory. So you don't know, right, what is the IP address you get. So at that time, there is a concept of dynamic inventory. So we will see that Inventory, you can keep it anywhere. Just you need to access it. That's it. You can keep it in web before running Ansible command, just download it and then run it.
So which means that generally we maintain as part of the repository, and whenever we wanted to execute some playbooks,
Yes, you
so
can
we
maintain
pull
as
them
part of
to-
repository also. Yes.
So whenever we are executing these playbooks, we can pull that inventory file maybe out of the directory, and then from here we can execute these
Yeah.
Ansible playbooks.
So that is as per your project flexibility. Okay, you can
Mhm.
keep it inside the web also, somewhere in the HTTP URL. Then you download it, wget or curl, then you
Okay.
run it. So that it is more dynamic. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
don't worry about the inventory, because it is just a list of hosts. So
Mhm,
this can be changed. Now, if I remove this server when the
Mhm.
traffic is getting low, then this should not be exist, right?
Correct. Correct.
So that
Mhm.
yeah, dynamic thing, that is called dynamic inventory. We will see that.
Okay, okay. No, that was the question. Like, okay, generally when in a project, multiple people will be working. So, yeah, that's correct. Only one DevOps engineer will work whenever he is doing some changes on the servers. But when multiple people wanted to work, maybe different tasks on the same server. So,
So it is always
that's how
good
they
you
maintain.
keep it the inventory in somewhere in the web.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fine, Shiva. Yeah. Wonderful.
Nisha?
Hello. Hi, Shiva.
Yeah,
Good
hi.
morning.
Hi.
Uh, yeah, that is what I have doubt. The previous person asked, right? We are keeping in inventory all the in MongoDB. We are keeping a set of host. It is a dev, prod, or stage. It will be which server it will consider, and the task is we need to install the Nginx. It will take a whole servers, or it will install the Nginx, or how it will be. That is what matters.
So if you refer this one, whatever the hosts under this, it will install in everything.
But in that MongoDB, particularly under the MongoDB, we have example 5 hosts, but we need to install in this 0 1 host only the Nginx.
Then you
Then
directly refer that in the directly refer it then.
directly we can refer it in YAML script only, right?
Yes.
Apart from MongoDB,
Instead of
we can instead of host.
local host, you can directly give this.
Okay, okay. That approach also is there.
Yeah.
And also the second thing, while writing the YAML file, do we need to keep the three hyphens at the beginning, at the ending of the script?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is mandate.
No. The above that hyphen, there is three dots, three hyphens we need to keep, or is
Where
that a
is this?
mandatory?
Where is
No.
this three hyphens?
I'm just asking. Do we need to keep the? We need to start the YAML file with the three hyphens and the end with the three hyphens. Or,
Where is three hyphens here? It is just only one hyphen.
no, I am just asking.
Oh, you mean here?
No, above, very, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, generally we do this in Kubernetes. It means like you can have multiple YAMLs in single YAML file.
Oh.
Okay, but here no need, just to follow like this.
Oh.
Thank you so much. And Manohar?
Yeah, Shiva, my doubt got cleared actually.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so let us take two assignments. So the same, this one condition, you take the username from the prompt, okay, into some variable, make it more dynamic. So here, anyhow, we hard coded, right? Make it more dynamic and then take it from the variable and create it. Okay, so that is one thing. And the another one is check a directory exists or not. If not exist, then create. We have this in our RoboShop as well. We will always check /app is already exist or not. So now here the condition is first check directory exist or not. So how do you check? Then the same, just type it in Ansible, check directory exists or not. then you'll get some solutions. There is a module called file module or stat module. Okay. So just go through multiple websites and try to understand. Anyhow, we will discuss this in tomorrow session and as part of our RoboShop project also. That's all for today. Thank you so much.
Shiva, today Q&A is there, right?
Yeah, it's there.
Can we have it 8? As you said, then one of the day we can have it 8.
Okay. I'll update that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.